I know it's true. It's all because of you. What's up, buddy? It's What the Jim, and let's review the last Beatles song, Now and Then. Please let me know your thoughts on the song in the comment section below. Before I review the song, I'm going to give a brief story on Now and Then. In the late 1970s, John Lennon recorded 3 demos, which were Free as a Bird, Real Love, and Now and Then, and he recorded all of them on cassette tape. Unfortunately, in December of 1980, John Lennon died. But in the 1990s, the remaining Beatles, Paul, George, and Ringo, decided to do something called the Beatles Anthology. The Beatles Anthology had all sorts of takes and demos from the Beatles' discography. At the same time they had the idea for the anthology, Yoko Ono, John Lennon's widowed wife, sent the Beatles 3 demos, which were Free as a Bird, Real Love, and Now and Then. They used 2 of those songs for the anthology. They used Free as a Bird for Anthology 1 and Real Love for Anthology 2. But for Anthology 3, did they use Now and Then? No, they used a song called A Beginning, which is a George Martin orchestration instrumental. Why they didn't use Now and Then is because they couldn't complete it with the technology they had available in the 1990s. Jeff Lynne, who also produced Free as a Bird and Real Love, he couldn't complete it. George Harrison wasn't really happy with how it was going, so he decided to not continue with the song Now and Then. However, in 2021, Peter Jackson and his team created the Disney Plus series Get Back. With the technology they used for Get Back, the Beatles were able to complete Now and Then, but there was only 2 remaining Beatles, Paul and Ringo. Unfortunately, George Harrison passed away in 2001. So in 2022, Now and Then was finally completed, thanks to all 4 Beatles, Jeff Lynne, George Martin's son Giles Martin, and Peter Jackson and his team using the MAL technology. MAL is named after the Beatles' road manager, Mal Evans. The reason why they couldn't complete it was because he couldn't extract John's vocals from the piano, but because the MAL technology they were able to do that, they didn't use the original piano. Paul did his own piano work instead. Ringo, of course, played drums. George Harrison played guitar on this back in the 1990s. However, Paul McCartney did a slide guitar solo on Now and Then as a tribute to George. And of course, you've got John Lennon's vocals, originally from the late 70s. If you want to know the full story of the Beatles song Now and Then, then I've got a 12-minute documentary link in the description below. Also in the description below is the audio version of Now and Then, as well as the music video. I've also got the Beatles channel linked in the description for you to go ahead and subscribe to them to keep up to date with all Beatles news. A couple more things I've got in the description below are an unboxing I did on Beatles Now and Then. I bought it on vinyl, CD and cassette. I've also made a Spotify playlist with the songs Free as a Bird, Real Love and Now and Then on it. I've got all those stuff linked in the description below. Now it's finally time to review Now and Then, the last Beatles song. I want to quickly talk about the 12-minute documentary. I thought that was fantastic and got me even more excited about listening to Now and Then. I found very interesting on how the song came to be. It was also quite emotional as well. Speaking of emotional, the song itself, Now and Then, I found a very emotional roller coaster of a ride. I want to talk about John Lennon's vocals. I think they sound fantastic here. I also loved in the 12-minute documentary, all you could hear at one point was John Lennon's vocals. You got, of course, Ringo Starr playing the drums. He's always great at playing the drums, and this one is no exception. George Harrison played acoustic guitar on this, but that was what he did in the 1990s. However, as a tribute to George, Paul McCartney played the slide guitar, and it sounded brilliant. It's actually my favourite part of the song. It gets to me every single time. The orchestration was done by Paul, Giles Martin, who's George Martin's son, as well as Ben Foster. I thought the orchestration sounded phenomenal. It really added to the track. I'm now going to go back to the beginning of the song, and what I love about it is the 1, 2, 3, 4 at the beginning, because the first track on the first Beatles album is A Saw Her Standing There, and that has 1, 2, 3, 4 at the beginning as well. I love the backing vocals on this track, which are actually taken from the Beatles songs Eleanor Rigby, Here, There and Everywhere, and Because. But in this song, I couldn't really hear the backing vocals from Eleanor Rigby or Here, There and Everywhere. I definitely could hear it from Because, and it sounded awesome. The song concludes with the orchestration and the tambourine, which I believe was played by Ringo Starr. And I think the song is a masterpiece. It's actually in my top 50 Beatles songs, but I'm not sure where in my top 50 yet. I do have one complaint with the song, and I wish it was slightly longer, because when it finished, I was a little bit disappointed. Not because I didn't like the song, it's because I did like the song, and I didn't want it to end. Now that I've spoken about the Now and Then song, I'm going to now talk about the Now and Then music video that Peter Jackson directed. Peter Jackson and his team did brilliantly here. In fact, it's one of my favourite music videos I've ever seen. My favourite is Strawberry Fields Forever by the Beatles, but this is probably my second favourite music video. Just like the song itself, Now and Then, it's very emotional stuff. The lyrics are quite powerful in Now and Then, but they're even more powerful with the music video because you're seeing the Beatles now and what they look like then. And at one point, all the Beatles are together. You've got Paul and Ringo now, and then you've got George and John then in the 1960s. It was nice to see John Lennon being his jokey self in this video. However, I found it a little bit distracting at times. My second favourite part of the video was seeing old Beatles with what the Beatles look like now. There was one part of the video where you saw Ringo now versus what he looked like then. You've also got Paul, what he looked like now, with George Harrison, what he looked like then. It was just really cool to see all those different interactions. It was like the Beatles had never left us. They were still the Fab Four. But I don't think they will ever leave us. Their music will always live on. Please let me know your thoughts on the music video of Now and Then in the comment section below. One more thing I'm going to mention about the music video is the end part of it when you see the Beatles going younger and younger and younger, and at the end of it, you see the Fab Four on the Ed Sullivan Show bowing. A really nice touch is the fact that the two Beatles who are no longer with us had the light shining on them, and the two that are with us did not. But that's all I've got to say on the Beatles song Now and Then. I thought it was fantastic. Please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment if you're not done so already. Until next time, peace and love, and ciao.